One just got a topic that was brought up to me in a comment about Planet Wars etiquette, and I am in the middle of a bad etiquette with another team that has just completely just dominated this round. And it started out pretty good. I am just as equal, maybe a little tiny bit less than some of the leaders of this legion, and I decided to just take a level 4 planet and just been really cool about it, and kind of knew it was going to be a blowout, and everything was pretty good for a little while. And just recently, one of the bigger players took me out to put himself on that planet to give his really small players time on to level 5. And so I flipped around and, basically showed him that, I can compete with you guys, I can beat you guys, and I basically took the whole team out, just showing them that, you shouldn't really bully people. But as soon as I did that, because they have so many bigger players than our team and myself, of course, they have tons of moves in order to attack. And Planet Wars is based on chance, dodges, and there's a few other things in it, so you can get into this really big back and forth battle even with somebody bigger than you. Wins, they come back, they win, and once you run out of moves, you run out of moves. But let me show you kind of the dominant Planet Wars that I'm in. So right here you can see this Asian team is just totally, completely dominated everything. And again, I have been able to beat just about well, actually I did beat every one of these players. But again, once I take a planet, because everybody else has 10 moves, and versus mine, you can see I have one move left here. And so maybe I can show you, and let's just see if this works, but I'll show you kind of what's been working for me as far as a defensive stance to this. And so I'm going to reset my technology, and I'm going to show you guys just what I have been doing to kind of counterattack some of this. And I know it's going to be a little bit crazy, but this just seems to work for me for some odd reason. And what I will do is I will put some armor base on, just a little bit. Now, kind of watch what I'm going to do here, guys. And let's just go see if I can go beat their biggest guy. Let's just see what happens. So I'll go a little bit of armor base. I'm going to do a little bit of armor increase. So bear with me here. Yeah, I've been poking around with this, and there's a pretty big thing here, guys. This enemy weekend is pretty important, and what I'm going to do is I am going to just take all of that. Yep, you saw it. I'm going to take all of it, and then on your equipment, if you guys don't know the trick about Hard Rock itself is probably your biggest and most defensive ship that you have. So it's kind of important to beef this up, if not all the way, but as much as possible, because again, Hard Rock has the biggest HP. I'll give you an example. So here's something in case you've never seen this, especially for the newer players. If I select this, look at my points at the top there. 1584 387. But let me go back to Hard Rock and watch what happens. So I'm going to select, and look at that gigantic increase. So this is why you'd want to have Hard Rock, pump it up as much as possible for the HP. But that's a more defensive stance. It gives you a lot more time to take more hits from somebody that might be more powerful in order for you to beat them, is kind of the concept on that. So, but let's go back to the technology side of this, and I'm going to show you exactly what I am going to do. And so again, in my other videos, I kind of showed you the wing guns, kind of the weaker of the weapons. And so I noticed if you just do your critical rate on your main gun here and your critical rate on your missile, and then you could do your wing gun, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the damage increase. And of course, since we're in Planet Wars, what it says on the damage increased also says including players. So I'm going to pump that up, and then I have a little bit of change left over. So let's just see. I'll go over to my wing gun critical rate, and let's just see what happens here. And I am going to go over to the event here, and let's go and tangle with here. Let's just do the main guy here. Let's do the main guy and kind of see what happens here, guys. And you can see I have some defense. And we beat the main guy on that planet with this setup. And so again, and he's in his Conqueror ship, which means it is more powerful than the Hard Rock. But I was able to take the Hard Rock and take that little technology setup that I just showed you guys, and I was able to beat him. And so again, I can beat just about everyone on that team, but if I take that planet, you know, again with chance and luck and kind of how the game's set up, they're just going to take me out at this point. They have too many big players, and right now I'm just going to play a game back with them. My game is, I don't care about taking a planet, but I'm just going to keep taking their guys out here and there, and I'm not even going to take a planet, and I think it's going to drive them crazy at this point. So there's my little tip, and yeah, you can fight back a little bit, and you know, hopefully this gives you guys a little bit more of a strategy on, you know, how to beef up just a little bit and different things that you can do, you know, and don't hesitate to play around with that. But there's my little secret and my little tip and what's been working for me, and I just proved it right in front of you guys. So if you guys have any comments or have anything that's working for you, or comments about the bully teams, or just anything, you know, leave a comment. And you know, that's why we opened up the channel, was, you know, friendly discussion, and you know, what can we do to help, and how can you help me, and vice versa. So I do appreciate you guys supporting, and just remember, just have fun. Don't take this game personal. Don't take this personal, and there's always ways to fight back. So all right, until the next video.